Wow, what an introduction. Thanks for being here, guys. So my set has a preface here because so many comedians, especially in this day and age, they like to set it up where they were located when the joke happened. So that way you have a story. So it usually will be like, so I was at the doctor's recently, so I was at the gym recently, so I was at the pharmacist recently, so I was at the coffee shop recently. You get it. But we need other places. So I came up with a few that you guys might like. And this is interesting. I was actually at the apothecary not too long ago. Measuring an eighth of St. John's wort for my insomnia. My friend, he had an interesting story. He was at the blacksmith not too long ago, getting a sword for his Grail quest. He had to bedazzle the sword, you know how that goes. So picky with their weaponry. There's a big anvil, too. Myself, we already mentioned me before, but just today, before I got here, I was just in the local haberdashery for some assorted sundries and accoutrements. No, just kidding. I did take the horse and buggy all the way here, though. No, what they don't tell you about, because I'm not from this place. It sounded like I descended. I am not from here. I'm from another time. That's what it sounded like I just showed up here with like 10 commandments. But what they don't tell you about moving somewhere new, because I'm from Minnesota, if you guys have heard of it, it's okay. All right. Usually when people woo, it's either I never know if it's because they've heard of it or they're from there. So it's either way. But what they don't tell you about living somewhere else, especially a bi-coastal city like California or New York, which is a state, not a city. I'm backtracking. But it's culture shock. It's supreme culture shock. It's they don't give you a manual. They're not like, oh, you're moving to California. Here's the guide to living in California. It's a different country out here that they don't tell you about. And Minnesota, way different. We're a bunch of down-home folk. We're the land of 10,000 lakes, actually, which is pretty interesting. Someone told me after a show once, they were like, did you know that you guys actually have 12,000 lakes? And if that's true and Minnesota is marketing themselves as 10,000, that's a very Minnesotan thing to do, is to downplay the amount of lakes that they have. Yeah, we have 12,000, but we'll just say we have 10,000 because we don't want to brag. We'll let them figure out the magical 2,000 that there are. Lana Lake's a kind of butter as well. Lakers, Minnesota Lakers, now LA Lakers. Fun facts thrown in there. I just like throwing fun facts at people because everybody has fun doing them all the time. Never once after I've said fun fact has anyone was like, I feel duped. That's never happened. Fun fact about Minnesota, like I said, land of 10,000 lakes, but the longest lake name in the entire world isn't even in Minnesota. Isn't that crazy? It's actually on the border of Connecticut. And it's pronounced Lake Shargagagagog Manshagagog Shabunagungamog. It's so long. I can't believe it. I'll just say it again because it's fun to say. Lake Shargagagagog Manshagagog Shabunagungamog. And I actually found out that it's named after the sounds of the people who drowned in it. Who would have thought? Just like all of a sudden some guy's like just the guys on the lake shore, the guards are like, hey, should we save him? Nah, let's just name a lake after him. Pretty sure a legacy is good. He doesn't need a life. Onomatopoeia strikes again. So I moved here. I'm not even sure people here know where they are half the time. Because I was in a meeting in Arcadia for some reason. No one goes there on purpose. But I was walking on my way out, and this guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, man, you know where the Gold Line is?" Fair question. And I say, "No, actually, we're from out of town, so we don't know." And he goes, "Oh, yeah? I'm from Georgia." Doesn't exactly solve the fact that I don't know where the Gold Line is. That does. Oh, I'm sorry. You're from Georgia? Yeah. The Gold Line. Take a right on Sierra Bonita, and make a little roundabout in there. I'm glad you said that you're from Georgia, because otherwise it wouldn't have clicked. And then people here too. Like something I noticed, California, LA especially, very exuberant town, very bubbly language. People are flowery. They like to be expressive in their language. Sometimes they do cute little abbreviations of things, like here's the sitch, like situation for people at home who will be watching this. But this lady told me once, she's like, you know what? I forget what we were talking about, but she was like, yeah, you know, I love him, but my son has the tism. Cute, admittedly. The problem with that is there are other words that have that same abbreviation. Words like anti-Semitism. So that lady was like, yeah, my son has a touch of the tism. And I was like, oh, really? Tell me this, lady, what does he think of the Jews? Does your son not have eye contact because of the spectral disorder or because of his hatred of my people? Which is it? Can't tell. This never happened in Minnesota either until I got out here. It's probably because I was sheltered a little bit, maybe. I am an avid reader and whatnot, too, but everyone out here just likes calling themselves kings and queens all the time. Like dudes are like, yeah, dude, I'm a king. I'm a king of my realm. I'm just, you know, I'm king of my life, my lifestyle. I'm just a baller 24/7. Even when you're sleeping, kings die in their sleep. Have you read Hamlet? You have to be vigilant, ever vigilant. And then so many ladies too are like, I'm a queen, baby. Yeah, I'm a queen. This queen has her kingdom, or whatever. You know what they say. I'm not in their brain. Everyone's different. But like, here's the thing. I'm gonna put an end to this. Not all of you guys can be kings and queens. Hierarchically, that's impossible. Some of you can be kings and queens, and that's totally fine. You've earned it. But some of you have to deal with being pages or knights and just work your way up. Just be better people. Not saying you guys. You guys all seem like fine folk, but spread that gospel to everybody else who says that. My landlord that I used to have, he had with his fiance tattooed on his hand king, and she had queen tattooed on her hand. And I was like, hey, Dan, hate to say it, but I saw you buy a pack of gum with EBT. That's not king stuff. You could probably just ping a coin and be like, that buys me all the orbit I need. So I've actually been going to only regally influenced places: Burger King, Dairy Queen, Donut Prince. Now, Donut Prince, I've noticed like so many donut places have gotten into the motivational speaking game for some reason. Because that's why we all go to donut shops, right? Is for motivation. Never. I go there because I have none left. Because like Yum Yum Donuts, they have a thing on their wall, and that's motivational. They're like, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Yeah, just, how about a bear claw and a receipt? That's all I need, really. I don't need anyone quoting Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a good author, by the way. But Donut Prince, they have a sign in their window that says, "Don't get a divorce, get a donut." Is that the issue with today's marriages? Is that they're just low blood sugar away from ending it all? You know, honey, I thought this was gonna be it. I was about to ready my alimony, but I can make it work. I just had a 6-pack of Glazed, and I've seen the light. We're good. We need different demographics for signs. If you like, pastries can't solve world problems, because if they could, Israel and Palestine would be one baklava away from world peace. That flakiness, those nuts. The three signs that would be great would be, first off, different demographics. Hey, don't get chemo, get a crawler. Our croissants are as flaky as your friends in LA. Or my personal favorite, hey, is your relationship crumbling? So is our coffee cake. Come on in. Thank you very much, kings and queens. I've been Theo Manhattan.